we have had the attendance of 137 National Assembly members of UDA and 68 from ODM. 137, from UDA and its affiliates in Kenya Kwanza, and 68 from ODM, total 205. Members of the Senate from Kenya Kwanza, 22, and 38 from ODM, total 60. Yala members, 3 from UDA, and none from ODM. I don't know where the ODM Yala Brigade is. The total numbers, National Assembly, 162. And from National Assembly, 106 from Senate, total, both houses, 268. Your Excellency, we also have Excellency governors, maybe those who are still here. I see Waigoro, Sakaja, Mungaro, Ntutu, Governor of Lamu. I see some of them have left, and the Chair of the Council of Governors is also present. Your Excellency, because of time, you have had very clearly 2 major presentations. 1, our scorecard as broad-based government. 2, our progress on this long-term issue about the 10-point agenda. Our 2 leaders have spoken, UDA-ODM. So really, unless there is something, maybe a comment or 2, we can take them, and after that, I'll invite the House leadership of the 2 houses to come and flank those who will read the resolutions on behalf of the joint PG. And in the next 3-4 minutes, we can be out of here. Yes, Honorable Luoch, quickly. Honorable Luoch.
Thank you, Your Excellency. Thank you, the Vice President, the Deputy President. I have only 2 comments to make, one by way of way forward. The main issue that I want to say is the communication that comes out of here must be clear and succinct in terms of what the 10-point agenda has achieved.
Correct.
And I think His Excellency the President has properly captured this.
Yes.
Much more than I see on this report, and not because they have done a bad job. I think we must recall this document and capture what the President has said in terms of what has been achieved, so that what goes out to the public captures both what the President has said and what the committee work has done, so that we don't give any room for miscommunication. My second and last point on the issue of governance and the rule of law is to provide for a consideration on how we can strengthen political parties and continue to fund political parties as per the law required. Thank you, Your Excellency.
Good job. Can we take a position on that? He thinks the President's explanation has been a little more... Yes. We can do an executive summary and release a dispatch maybe later today. Not immediately now. Release a dispatch on the 10-point agenda in a more comprehensive manner. So members of the press, you will have to wait until later in the day for that dispatch to be issued. And also the funding of political parties, I think we are in concurrence. Will as many of that opinion say aye? Aye. Will as many of contrary opinion say nay? The ayes have it. Right? Other than that, any other comment? I think that was a very good input. I think we are good. Please, House leaders, one more from a lady member there. The last one. Yes.
A point of correction.
Yes.
Talanta Stadium is now Raila Amolo Odinga Stadium. Thank you.
That should also be reflected for the record.
Corrected, please. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Now, I think this is a good position to end because of the pressure of the parliamentary time this afternoon. Thank you very much, the leaders of both houses of parliament, both from the UDA and ODM side. We appreciate your giving us an opportunity to assist in the running of the affairs of this meeting. I now invite the leaders of both houses of parliament from both sides, UDA, ODM, to step forward and we'll get the resolutions read. After that, Gitonga, you will call for the national anthem. We conclude the meeting. Thank you.
Thank you, DP. We'll ask Honorable Osoro, Millie Odhiambo, if you're in the house, please step forward, and the two SGs.
No, you can read page 1, then you can give me the rest.
This thing. Resolutions passed.
Okay. I will add that. No, answer na hapa.
SG. Millie. Can come here. Your Excellency, if you allow me to also acknowledge among us those members who are here, we also have our partners and friends from Jubilee Party who are not part of ODM or Kenya Kwanza and are here, and we truly appreciate them for joining us. I'll now proceed to read the communique following the second joint ODM-UDA Parliamentary Group meeting held at the KICC today in Nairobi. The Joint Parliamentary Group of the United Democratic Alliance, UDA, and the Orange Democratic Movement, ODM, held its second meeting at the Kenyatta International Conference Center, Nairobi, on the 10th of March 2026. The meeting has reviewed progress made in the implementation of the broad-based government agenda over the past year and received a report from the Oversight Committee on the status of the 10-point agenda agreed upon under the Memorandum of Understanding between the two parties. The joint PG noted with satisfaction that approximately 80% of the agreed commitments have been implemented. The meeting reaffirmed that the Memorandum of Understanding between UDA and ODM is anchored on a 10-point agenda drawn largely from the recommendations of the National Dialogue Committee, NADCO, addressing key national priorities, including electoral reforms, the cost of living, governance, economic stability, and institutional reforms. Members have observed that the partnership has contributed significantly to political stability and created an enabling environment for the implementation of programs aimed at expanding economic opportunities, particularly for young people in our country, while strengthening sound economic management. The meeting further noted progress made in stabilizing the economy and addressing the cost of living through measures including reduced inflation, the continuous fertilizer subsidies program that is supporting farmers across the nation, expanded health care and health coverage under the Social Health Authority, strengthened anti-corruption measures, and the revival of the stalled road projects through the securitization of the Road Maintenance Levy Fund. I want to invite Honorable Junet to continue.
Oh, okay. The meeting resolved to extend the mandate of the Oversight Committee by 60 days to enable it to finalize outstanding matters arising from the implementation of the agenda. In addition, the joint PG agreed to establish a joint technical committee with each party nominating 4 members and the respective executive directors serving as joint secretaries. The committee will develop the shared policy agenda and priorities of the two parties, which will inform the work of a coalition framework to be considered later in the year. So this is the technical committee that will develop the issues and the things that pertain to the public and the two parties and lay ground on what issues the negotiation committee will discuss on the issues. The Joint Parliamentary Group reaffirmed its commitment to continued cooperation in the national interest and to advancing reforms aimed at strengthening Kenya's democracy, stabilizing the economy, and improving the livelihoods of the people of Kenya. The PG resolved to adopt all resolutions passed by organs of the parties. That's the end of our statement, and thank you very much, Your Excellency. In conclusion also, in the spirit of strengthening political parties, I want to bring to the attention of the PG that ODM is owed 12 billion shillings as their money. 12 billion. If we get that one, then we shall be very happy. Please take that.
Thank you. I think, DP, I will invite you back to help us close the meeting and request members of the House Business Committee in both houses, please, immediately after this meeting, Honorable TJ, let us proceed straight into the meeting for the House Business Committee. Thank you.
And with that, I'll request that we all be upstanding.